Hello and welcome to Viewpoint. My name is Fulcrum, and right now I'm joined by the Executive Director of the LGBT advocacy group Fulcrum, Mr. Bohdan Hloba. Mr. Hloba, welcome to Viewpoint.
Welcome.
Mr. Hloba, on November 5th, the Ukrainian parliament failed to pass the so-called anti-discrimination provision based on sexual orientation principle, which was a key requirement by the EU to grant Ukraine the visa-free regime with EU member states. What was your reaction, the reaction of your organization to this event?
Actually, I have shock because for me, all the situation was frustrated. Actually, I was ready about result voting, but I can't ready about argument our MPs about why not. Some MPs using argument about something like it's about sex marriage or like this, but it's not true. Yeah, and it's point only about banning discrimination of sexual orientation and gender identity in labor code. It's very technical and very based principle of European Union. It's not about something gay marriage or something like this.
Well, yes. Mr. Hloba, even though this happened in the afternoon, there was already a lot of criticism, both from Ukrainians and from some of the Ukrainian MP for failing to pass this provision, because for many it was obvious that this was one of the key requirements for the Ukrainians to receive the visa-free regime, something which Ukrainian government and Ukrainian president was promising to the Ukrainian people from the very beginning when Ukrainian President Poroshenko was running for elections. So, in your opinion, what will happen now?
I think we don't have visa-free regime with European Union because the position of European Commission very clear. If we want visa-free regime with the European Union, we need banning discrimination of sexual orientation. It's not unique for Ukraine. Yeah, all countries who want visa-free regime with the European Union ban discrimination because it's European Union values. Yeah, democratic values, and it's actually for all countries. Yeah, and if we remember when Moldova go to visa-free regime with the European Union, Moldova too banned discrimination of sexual orientation. It's not something unique for Ukraine.
Well, but Mr. Hloba, the problem with introducing this anti-discrimination provision is not the only one, and as you correctly said, it's a technical one. The bigger problem is obviously the fight with corruption, which Ukrainian government is not doing as well. So, do you think that these two issues will indeed stop the plan for the EU to provide Ukrainians with visa-free regime? And even if the Ukrainian parliament yesterday adopted this provision, in your opinion, would the EU be willing to grant the visa-free regime?
We will see. I am not a representative of the Euro Commission, and I don't know what think about all the situation in the Euro Commission. But we have only 10 days.
But obviously, your organization, which is the LGBT advocacy group, you are talking to your counterparts in the EU. You are talking to the European structures. So, what are you hearing from them? How important is this provision for the EU?
Yeah, of course. We a lot of talk with European Union MP who in Euro Parliament. And for example, Ulrike Lunacek, she is vice president of Euro Parliament, she was in Kiev in this April, and she have interview and say about position of Euro Parliament very clear. If Ukraine won't go to European Union, if Ukraine want visa-free regime, Ukraine need adopt all basic standard of human rights in European Union, and ban discrimination of sexual orientation and gender identity is each one of these standards. And Ukraine don't have choice. You can't choose. We want this human rights standard, but we don't have this. Yeah, we need to approve all this standard. And if Ukraine don't ready to improve human rights standard, ban discrimination and sexual orientation. Position of European Parliament very clear. We can't go to European Union. We can't have visa-free regime.
Mr. Hloba, yesterday already the Prime Minister of Ukraine, following this failed voting, said that the MPs, the Ukrainian Parliament, will approve this provision. How hopeful are you that this will happen?
Actually, my personal opinion, we have homophobic government. It's maybe not very shows this, yeah, but our government not ready this bill, but have a lot of time before for preparing some good bill about ban discrimination, about
when you're saying that Ukrainian government is homophobic, what do you base that on?
I mean, government nothing to do for this, and nothing to do for ban discrimination, and actually
it was up for the parliament to do this, not for the government.
But we can see what position MPs from our party Front Zmin, who representative Premier Minister, for example, yeah, it's actually coalition not vote for this bill, yeah.
On November the 10th, the Foreign Ministry of Ukraine is supposed to report to the European Union on fulfillment by Ukraine of the requirements which were put forth by the European Union for Ukraine visa-free regime. And obviously, there is very little time up to November 10th for to do something to change this situation. Once this report is filed, what will happen then?
Nothing. European Union say we wait when you're ready to approve European Union values or European Union human rights standard. It's actually, for me, it's clear when actually we won't go to European Union. European Union not go to Ukraine, yeah? And we ask European Union about visa-free regime. And we know about this point from 2010. Yeah, actually 6 years our government know about Ukraine need ban discrimination and sexual orientation. I think it's a lot of time or something to do.
Understood. Well, Mr. Hloba, we'll be following this development really closely, see how things develop in this matter, and if Ukraine manages to pass this anti-discrimination provision. Many thanks for finding the time to come and talk to us. This has been Volodymyr Zulub for Viewpoint, together with the Executive Director of the LGBT advocacy group Fulcrum, Mr. Bohdan Hloba. Thank you for watching us.